Elizabeth.
And I'm Deborah.
And we'll be playing a scene from Chocolate.
And I will be playing the part of the detective.
Written by?
Well, it's written by Frederick Stroppel. We've spoken to your neighbors. They said that there was some kind of disturbance here at the apartment the night your husband disappeared.
Really?
Here!
How interesting.
Yes, they said that there was a lot of shouting and arguing, profane language, strange animal noises.
Animal noises? How funny. Would you like an opportunity, detective?
No, thank you. Now, Mrs. Colby, did you and your husband have any sort of disagreement that evening?
Lordy, no. My husband and I were always in perfect concordance. Our evenings were invariably spent to the place of satisfaction.
So there was no shouting?
Oh, the shouting I can explain. See, Clive is getting a little hard of hearing, and I may have raised my voice a tad, asking what kind of topping he wanted on his ice cream fat.
There was an overheard statement, and I quote, "Fat cow, I'll show you who's the fat cow." We were playing a game in the privacy of a bedroom where the details are rather salacious and not at all relevant to investigation.
Perhaps not, for the words in question were spoken in the living room. We were fooling around. It was fierce and fun.
The neighbors reported screaming, the lights going on and off, some sort of violent struggle with the Venetian blinds.
That was Clive being a parrot.
A parrot?
The parrot and the fat cow.
I see.
So, naturally, Clive was just jumping on the furniture, scratching the blinds, and knocked over one of my best lamps. It was very comical yet profoundly erotic.
I see.
Would you like to knock, detective?
No, thank you. Now, Mrs. Colby, we looked through some of your credit purchases for the last 2 weeks and discovered a bill from Home Depot for a load of mixing cement, which was delivered to this address. About 40 sacks to be exact.
Yeah, sounds about right.
40 sacks? On the face of it, that's a lot of cement, Mrs. Colby.
Oh, well, I make bird baths as a hobby.
Bird baths?
Yeah, so I design the mold, I mix the cement, I pour it in, let it set, and voila!
I didn't notice any bird baths in your backyard.
Oh no, I give them away to friends and passerbys. For me, the joys of the creation.
What I did notice out behind your garage was a large cement plot, about 3 by 6 feet, which appeared to be quite fresh with age.
Ooh, there's so many false starts in very vast construction. You have no idea.
Apparently not.
Would you like to try being a detective?
No, thank you. Now, Mrs. Colby, forgive me for pointing this out, but it is my job to pick up on any discrepancies. And there appears to be a large shovel tucked behind your couch there.
Yeah.
Now, am I to assume that's the customary spot for your heavy gardening tools?
Not for the most part, but I use this particular shovel to clean away the cobwebs that gather in the vestibule.
Most people would use a broom for that purpose.
Most people would. The more fools, eh?
I have observed that on the whole you do keep a very tidy house, Mrs. Colby.
Why, thank you, detective.
Which makes the stain on the carpet over there all the more conspicuous.
Oh, there's stains?
Yes, right there. It looks for all the world like dried blood.
Why, it does, doesn't it?
But I take it it's not.
My stars, no, it's chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah, you know, we had a box of Godiva chocolates in here for the longest time, and one day I just dove right in and I couldn't stop eating, and I dropped a cinnamon crunching, and I was wondering what happened to it.
Excuse my presumption, ma'am, but that doesn't look like Godiva chocolate.
Well, it is, see? Still retaining its rich decadent flavor. Would you like some?
No, thank you. But when I say that it doesn't look like Godiva chocolate, I'm referring to the fact that it looks more like, oh, how shall I say this? Nestle's. I beg your pardon. Yes. In the course of my various investigations over the years, I've had occasion to do a conductive study on the grades and qualities of both foreign and domestic chocolate. This has a decidedly milk chocolatey look, Mrs. Colby. How do you explain that?
Well,
Or can you? Yes?
You caught me, detective. I should have known better than try to hoodwink a man of your acute perspicacity. It's a Tic Tac bar. I eat candy store chocolate and commercial chocolate on the slide. Oh, if the girls at the country club knew this, I'd be so embarrassed.
There, Mrs. Colby. Don't be so hard on yourself. Many a decent citizen will resort to lies and prevarications when social pressures come to bear. Needless to say, this will be our little secret. This goes no further than this living room.
I'm so grateful, detective. You're a man of rare delicacy and perception.
Yes, I suppose I am. Well, I guess everything else checks out. Thank you for your time, ma'am. Oh, and one more thing.
Yes.
This game you mentioned, the parrot and the cow.
Yes.
Does it always have to be a parrot?
Why not? A species that's flexible. So long as you do the rules still apply. Peace, snake, or duck, or what you will.
I see. Well, we'll keep in touch.